Hey everybody, at Stock Dragon here. I just wanted to go over some fine-tuning my VWAP strategy. What I want to illustrate here is actually more confirmation that you're actually in a pretty good spot in a trade, and looking for confirmation that you're in a good spot when trading. And so what I did is I added a couple of moving averages onto my chart here. The first one being the 8 EMA, which is this white line right here. And then of course you have the VWAP. I changed that to a green dotted line. And then the next moving average is the 60 EMA, which is this blue line, this baby blue line here. And the reason why I chose the 60 EMA is that I've noticed that it actually is a very strong indicator of support and resistance. You'll notice that even if you back test this, there's a lot of bounces off of it, or there's a lot of resistance at this particular line, just depending on the trend that you're actually in. So to start off, I'm going to start off with ANFI, and this is a 5-minute chart, and this was today. Today is November 16, 2015. So we'll start off in the morning. It opened up at 7:20, went sideways a little bit, this little sideways base, but then once it got below the sideways base and of course dropped below the VWAP and started to base along here for pretty much a good chunk of the morning for a couple hours. And there wasn't a lot of volume either, other than the initial morning volume. Until about 10:45, you got this increase in volume and this candle, which broke right above this base. So this actually would have been a good candle to get in. Like I've said before in my other videos, right under the VWAP, heading towards the VWAP is actually a good spot, especially where it bases for a while underneath the VWAP. So yeah, again, this candle starts to break out over this base. So about 7:15, anywhere in this candle pretty much would have been a good position to get in. And I'm going to show you actually where confirmation that this is actually a bullish trend here actually comes a couple of candles later. Right here you have the 8 EMA crossing over not only the VWAP but also the 60 EMA. And that's actually what I'm looking for, is the cross above the 60 EMA, which shows bullish trend. So as you can see, it moves up here. The 8 EMA is also another good support tool, especially intraday. As you can see, it bounced off of it several times. This candle did get almost to the 60 EMA before it bounced even higher. And as you can see, still kind of riding along that 8 EMA, and tops out at 780 for the day. So, and actually tomorrow this might even go higher. So that is one chart, that is ANFI, and the other one that I wanted to show you was probably the best setup that I have seen in quite a while, and that is HART. Just show you today the 5-minute chart again. Right here, actually let me go a little bit before that. The reason why this hit my scanner the previous night is because this white EMA line, you notice how it seems to bounce off this 60 EMA. It is using the 60 EMA as resistance, but you'll notice there's kind of a convergence. They're actually getting tighter and tighter, and I could probably even go back further than that. And let me just switch to 5-day 5 minutes. So yeah, once it peaked out here, started cutting, moving down, but then this EMA is getting tighter and tighter. You notice that there's a large spread right here between the 60 and the 8 EMA, and then that's how come it tops out here. But then yesterday it just kind of tightens up. Didn't really do too much yesterday, but today was probably the best signal that I've seen. So what I was hoping for, And looking at the end of the day here, see how close this pretty much is to almost going over it. So my hope was that it would actually gap down a little bit to start off the VWAP a little bit lower, and then eventually cross over after a good base. And this was a good solid base right here in the morning after the initial drop down here. So you can see right here, lots of volume coming in, kind of goes dead here a little bit. Even right here, there's like no volume. But then this candle happened right here. Just kind of zoom in here. This candle and then this candle, you have an increase in volume. So then this candle actually right here would have been your first clue that, hey, you know, the volume is coming in. Start looking for an uptrend, especially right when it's right along the VWAP, and the 8 EMA is right there as well. So this candle would have been a good spot to get in. So anywhere probably around 120 or so, good spot. And as you can see, starts going a little bit. And the reason why I like the crossovers, it seems like they're kind of like, you know, like vices, like a vice grip. Like you can imagine maybe like an orange in the middle of a vice grip. If you squeeze it, you know, I don't know, it's just some kind of dumb I just thought of. But that's how I kind of look at it. It'll squeeze it and make it pop out more often than not. So you have this crossover of the 8 EMA over the 60 EMA, and goes up and tops out at about, let's see, where was the intraday high? It doesn't actually show it here for some reason, but the intraday high was right here at 145. This was the, probably because I don't have it on 1 day 5 minutes. Let's try that. Didn't show it either. But anyway, the highest it got was 145. And I'm also going to show you when would be a good spot to actually get out as well. You'll see the first top out at 145, and then the next candle, it doesn't quite reach 145, it gets to 144, so it doesn't quite match that candle. Still really wouldn't get out here just yet. I kind of want to see confirmation if it would actually get close below this candle. It goes sideways here for a couple of minutes, then starts going up again, and this is probably your first clue that it's probably it's topped out at the day, because it doesn't get as high as the high of day here, and then just kind of goes. The next candle is even lower, and then of course just drops out below the 8 EMA, bases across here for a little bit, then just bases, and then just drops down again some more, and pretty much doesn't do anything for the rest of the day. But this is also a good candidate to watch for tomorrow as well. You never know, it might, you know, gap down a little bit, drop down a little bit, and then go back up. So again, this is a perfect example, probably the best example of when to use the sideways action, the base along the VWAP, using the 8 EMA, crossing over the 60 EMA. Alright, and I think that is everything. So, alright, good night everybody.